Hello everyone. So today we will be going to see these two annotation for pre-construct and post-construct. Okay. So when we use the post-construct, so we annotate this on a method. Okay. So that method is called after the spring bean has been created and all the dependencies have been injected. So it is an ideal place to put the initialization logic. Okay. Next is a pre-destroy. So this annotation is used over the method that is called before the spring bean is destroyed. So it is where you can place the cleanup logic such as closing the resources. So suppose we are making a connection to the database and at the end we want to close that resources. Okay. In that case, we can write a method and we can annotate it with the pre-destroy. Now here is an example of it. It is a simple application we can create without any dependencies. So we'll create one class, we'll annotate it with the component, we'll create one constructor. Then we'll create one method called init, we'll annotate it with the post construct. We'll write a, we'll just print this statement. We'll also create one method called cleanup. We'll annotate it with the pre-destroy. And here we'll write printing statement. Okay. So as soon as we run this our Spring Boot application, the first statement that this constructor will be executed and it will print this one. Okay. So when we run this Spring Boot application, you should see output similar to following. First one is a constructor. Then whatever the logic we have written in this. Okay. So this output shows that constructor runs first, followed by the post construct method. And once our application is stopped, then p-destroy method will be called and it will print this. Okay. Now I have created here one simple application. We can also create, like, you can go to the file, new others, and we can use here a spring starter project. We can give any name here, and here we don't need to use any dependency. Okay. And you just need to click on finish. I already created. Okay. This is a demo app one. Okay. We just need to create that, and whatever the default dependency we go here we have that will work for this example. Okay. Now here is our main. Now here what I'll do is I'll try to create one class. Okay. Example bean in the package called test. Okay. It is created. Now whatever we have seen, okay, that example bean, inside that we'll write simple constructors. We'll annotate one of the methods with the post construct p-destroy. I'll annotate it with the component so that the bean of this class will be created. Okay. First, it will the constructor will execute. Once constructor is executed, okay. Now, as we seen the post construct, so whatever the method we are annotating with the post construct, it will call after the spring bean has been created on all dependencies have been injected. As we can see, there is no dependency here for this. The bean will be created first. Okay. Later, as we have annotated with the post construct, once the bean is created, the logic inside that it should execute. Okay. Now, first it will this print, then it will print this, and once the application is stopped, okay, as we have seen for the pre-start, if we annotate any method with the p destroy, it will called before the spring bean is destroyed. Okay. So before our this it will be destroyed the spring bean, this statement should print. Okay. Now if I right click on this and run as a Spring Boot application, let me maximize this. Okay. Right click on this, run as Spring Boot application. Now if you see here, the application is stopped, and later we'll go one by one. First, for bin creation, it will execute this constructor. Okay, you can see constructor example bin is created. Once the bin is created and all the dependencies are resolved, it this method will execute because we have here a post construct. Now you can see post construct example bin is initialized. Okay, now it is when the application is stopping. In that case, before that, as we have annotated this method with the p destroy, it will execute. If you try to hover over that, and if you see this, the pre-destroy annotation is used a method as a callback notification to signal that the instance is in the process of being removed by the container. So whatever the instance created for the example bean in the container, it's going to remove when our application stops. So before that, it will execute. Okay. So the method annotated with the p-destroy is typically used to release the resources that it has been holding. This annotation must be supported by all the containers managed object that supports the use of post construct annotation except the Jakarta EE application client. The method on which pre-destroy annotation is applied must fulfill all the following criteria. So these are the criteria, we can go through that. Okay. And if you see first, same for the post construct. The post construct annotation is used on a method needs to be executed after the dependency injection is done to perform any initialization. This method must be invoked before the class is put into the service. This annotation must be supported on all the classes that supports the dependency injection. So the method annotated with the post construct must be invoked even if the class does not request any resource to be injected. As we have seen, there is no injection happen in this, still it invoked. Only one method in the given class can be annotated with this annotation. The method on which post construct annotation is applied must fulfill all the following criteria. We can go through that criteria as well. Okay. So this was the example on this post construct and pre-construct annotation, how we can use in Spring Boot. I'll give the link of these in the description so that you can also go through this. So if you like this video, you can hit like button and subscribe to our channel.